Familiar faces, some new faces. How are you all today?
Great.
We are great, sir.
Great. You know what we are going to what we are going to be discussing today?
Bloom's taxonomy.
Revision of Bloom's taxonomy.
That was clever. Revision of Bloom's taxonomy, not the entire Bloom's taxonomy again. Yes, that is correct. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I can see around 103 people are here. Amazing. Very good.
All four ब्रांचेस मतलब चारों स्कूल्स के टीचर्स एडमिन्स सब ज्वाइन करेंगे सेशंस एडमिन को पर्टिकुलरली बोला है ये सेशन ज्वाइन करने के लिए बिकॉज ऑफ ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल एड्यूनेक्स ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल
Acha. Right. So they can join a little late as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me see everyone. Okay, so the agenda is revision of Bloom's taxonomy, and we will not be going into depths and breadths of different things around it, like its evolution and stuff. That has been covered at length during my school visits already. So today we are going to only focus on cognitive domain of revised Bloom's taxonomy, because that is what we intend to use in our teaching practice as well, right? Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen. Okay. All righty. I hope my screen is visible to all. Give me a thumbs up. Lovely. Perfect. Okay, it's exploding now. Thank you so much. Right. So Bloom's taxonomy, the first, I'd like to share the expectations with you all. Surali, are we recording this? Yes? Okay, great.
Yes, we are.
There are a few expectations that I'm going to set for the sessions. Those who have been with me, they know what this is, but then others, this is a small, ritual that we do before we start any session to share the expectations with the learner so that we all know what we have to expect from each other. So we expect you to stay present, stay away from distractions, be receptive to new learning experiences, then obviously stay engaged. This is a mutual responsibility on me and onto you both. Respond, collaborate, ask questions, and listen to learn. Use technology to support the learning. Today, you'll not be using a lot of technology, but then eventually we will have sessions wherein you will be using technology. So you will be using laptops, devices, whatever is at hand, and use them only for research purposes. Don't get carried away with your notifications. Be honest, positive, and constructive. Take the ownership of your learning, show respect, confidentiality, and professionalism. Are we all good with this?
Hello.
Vinayak sir, do you want to say anything?
No, it was by mistake. I kept my
No
microphone.
problem. No problem, sir. No problem. So the objective for today is examine the cognitive domain of a revised Bloom's taxonomy. Now, I was anticipating that I would have repeat audience, so I have slightly modified the workflow today so that we do a recap for those who did not attend the main sessions, and there is something new and beyond for the people who have already attended the previous sessions. Now, this is the picture. The title is Look at the different food items in the image and answer the following questions. Question number one that I have is, what fruits can you find in this image? Answers in the chat.
क्या टाइम पास है यार
Shweta, it's okay. You can be on mute if it's time pass. Shweta Oja. Healthy fruits, banana, watermelon, grapes, oranges, citrus fruits, lovely. So you could find all of them. My next question is, how would you group these items into traditional food pyramid categories? How would you do it? What categories can you identify here? Healthy, junk food, watermelon. Okay, that's for the fruits. Healthy and junk food, proteins. I can see carbs as well. Healthy, unhealthy, lovely vitamins, proteinaceous, plant-based foods, carbs, lovely. Wonderful, wonderful. Healthy, unhealthy is repeating many a times. Fiber-rich foods, seasonal fruits, okay. Citrus, B, nutrition, veg, non-veg, dairy, non-dairy, solid, non-solid, amazing, wonderful. That's a lot of answers. Which combination of items from this picture would you choose to build a balanced, nutritious breakfast? Type all of them together in your answer and then share it in the chat. We are doing this activity for a purpose, okay? Yeah. So, eggs and fruits, fruits, dairy products, fruits plus salad, carbs, protein, salad and bread, carbs, proteins, vitamin. Oh my God, it's a waterfall chat. Eggs, fruits, juice, salad, dairy. Lovely, amazing. You have to make balanced, nutritious breakfast, okay? Some people would eat fish in the morning. That's amazing. Dairy products, obviously, we cannot avoid them much. I saw breads, eggs, fruits, vegetables. Great, amazing. Now, after answering these three questions, there are another three questions that I want you to answer. And what are these questions? These questions are, can you sort these food by a non-traditional metric, such as how they grow, underground versus on trees, their color palette, or their structural texture, soft versus crunchy? Can you think of non-traditional ways of categorizing these food items? I have given some food for thought on this slide already. Shapes, lovely. Textures, amazing. Underground, color, okay, what else? Taste, amazing, yes. Amazing, amazing. Texture पे भी कर सकते हैं, true. We can do it on color, we can do it on taste, raw or cooked. That's a new one, Ritu, lovely. Root and shoot, okay. Hard and soft, lovely. Liquid and solid, vitamins, types of nutrients, leafy, non-leafy, seeded, non-seeded. Oh, that's amazing. Cooked and raw. Oh, that's lot of answers. Lot of answers. Juicy and dry, fibrous and non-fibrous, sweet and salty. Amazing. Land versus water-based. Wow. Wow. I'm overwhelmed. That's a lot of categories for food. If you had to survive on a deserted island with only three items from this image, which three would be the most sustainable and why? In the chat. Only three if you have to pick. What would be the answer? You'll take eggs, okay, coconut, bakery products, juice, water, fish, water, coconuts, liquid, water, banana, bread, watermelon, banana, fish. Okay. Coconut and fish. Coconut and fish, really? Okay. Now that's the combination I'm not aware of. I need to learn this. Bread, egg, and watermelon in the desert. Dr. Pani will take fish with them, juicy fruits and breads. Lovely. Now, my last question for the day on this activity, of course. Design a brand new three-course fusion recipe utilizing at least one item from every major section of this image. Now, if you had to pick a couple of the things to create a fusion recipe, what would be these things? Teachers in the house, what would you choose? You'll make a smoothie, nuts and fish, okay, sandwich, salad, fruits and dairy. You'll make a sandwich. Yes, you can. Amazing, amazing. Now, why did we do all of this questioning? This was just to explore that on what all tangents you all can think and classify from one single image. This is to show the level of engagement that can be brought in using one image inside the classroom as well. Now, since you have been categorizing these fruits and vegetables and so many other things in this image really well, I'd like you to define for me, what do you know of the word taxonomy? What is a taxonomy? How would you define it? What is a taxonomy? Classification. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, taxonomy, the word taxonomy means classification or structures. Now, learning in our context, learning can range from memorizing a simple fact to evaluating information in order to generate new ideas. Learning can be complex, right? At times, you would want your students only to memorize some information, and at times, you would want them to go beyond the memorization activity as well. So, what do learning taxonomies do? Learning taxonomies describe and categorize different kinds, levels, and degrees of learning. This is the job of learning taxonomies. You know what is taxonomy? It's classification. Learning taxonomy, it describes and categorizes different kinds, levels, and degrees of learning. So now you know what is a learning taxonomy. So today we are only focusing on Bloom's. So question is, are there any other sort of learning taxonomies? The answer is yes. There is solo, there is things, there is 6 facets of learning, Webb's depth of knowledge. There are so many more ways we can categorize learning. However, in K-12 education, we prefer to use revised Bloom's taxonomy, and that is what we are going to be learning and talking about in detail today. So I have some answer on the slide. This is to cut short on the talk time. Use of learning taxonomies. Other than this, can you give me any other use? What I have on the slide. They're used to develop the course curriculum, instructional methods, or strategies that can also be chosen using a Bloom's taxonomy. Designing learning objectives, lesson plans, exam papers, aligning assessments. Any other use case that you can think of? Check the level of understanding of students. Wonderful. What else? Feedback and evaluation. Amazing. Very good, Tosser. Check the growth, worksheets, assessing learning outcomes. Now we are talking scaffolding to make things. Divyanshi, you remember the brain tattoo. So what's the brain tattoo, everyone? The brain tattoo, those who have attended the session on this. It makes the learning measurable. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So the biggest use of Bloom's taxonomy is that it makes the learning measurable. As a teacher, you can measure the learning, if it has happened or if it has not. Everything else that you wrote in the chat applies. It applies only if you have used revised Bloom's taxonomy really well and you have mastered its use. So today's agenda is to recap it, not to talk about the use cases much. So I will be sticking to that. So here is a measuring tape. Learning taxonomies, they make learning measurable. Now there is a small video that I would want you all to see and learn about the cognitive domain of Bloom's taxonomy.
Bloom's taxonomy. It's a toolbox that teachers or students can use to classify and organize learning objectives. Its most popular version is based on the cognitive domain and assumes that learning should be structured from easy to difficult in the following 6 steps. 1. Remember. 2. Understand. 3. Apply. 4. Analyze. 5. Evaluate. 6. Create. On the first level, we learn to remember. There is just rote memorization and recollection of facts without much understanding. For example, if we learn about lemons, we want to remember the name, shape, color, size, and that they are sour. Once we memorize these essentially meaningless facts, we move to the second level of learning. On level 2, we learn to understand. We begin to decode information and learn that a lemon is yellow when it's right to eat, and if we take a bite, that it's really super sour. We also understand that lemons love sunshine and that they contain lots of vitamin C, which is a great natural antioxidant that keeps us healthy. Now, as we really understand a lemon, we can work with it. On the third level, we apply what we know. We've understood that while lemons are sour, they are also a great provider of vitamin C. To apply this knowledge in a meaningful way, we could boil a lemon into hot water and add some honey, then serve this hot lemon to our sick sister who's in need of treatment. On the fourth level, we learn to analyze. This involves examining and breaking down information into components, determining how the parts relate to one another, and finding evidence to support generalizations. We study the lemon flesh, examine the skin, and look at levels of vitamins. We conclude that we can eat everything inside, while the skin tastes bitter and contains traces of toxic pesticides. It ought not to be consumed. Now we are ready to evaluate. We analyze, critique, and compare. To evaluate our lemon as a good source of vitamins, we compare it to other sources, such as oranges and supplements. We look at the following properties: vitamin levels, affordability, taste, and packaging waste. If we evaluate our thoughts critically and without bias, we learn where the lemons score high and where others score higher. Now, after we have learned, understood, applied, analyzed, and evaluated, we are ready to create. As we now really understand lemons, also in comparison to similar things, we can formulate a plan to create our own natural lemonade. It's now easy to come up with a cute shop design, a good name, and a good slogan: natural, healthy, yummy. Bloom's taxonomy was first created in 1946 by American psychologist Benjamin Bloom. The revised version from 2001, as just presented, serves as the backbone of many teaching philosophies, in particular those that aim towards teaching specific skills. Each level usually comes with a clear learning objective that can be tested. Critics of the taxonomy often question the existence of a sequential, hierarchical link between each level. What are your thoughts? Please share them in the Bloom's.
Okay, that was a quick video on Bloom's taxonomy. I hope you all could watch it clearly without any disturbance. Thumbs up. Perfect. Thank you. So now what I have on the slide is different thinking skill levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Now, I'm not calling them levels, so you have to note down this word. I'm calling them thinking skill levels, right? Because each of these levels, they demonstrate the type of thinking that is required at level, and it is more active. Thinking is an active form, right? Kosa, you raised hand. You got a question?
Sir, sorry, by mistakenly it was there.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, sir, by mistaken it was being
Bias.
tapped.
No problem.
By
No
mistake.
problem. No problem. So I said we are calling them as 6 thinking skill levels because each of these levels they define and show the amount and the depth of active thinking that is required at each of these levels. So level number 1 is remembering. You have to recall basic factual information, whatever you have memorized. Level number 2 is understanding. Now, understanding is a level where we expect learners to demonstrate the knowledge that they have acquired as a process of learning. Right. Now, this involves different kinds of tasks that we can give to learners. For example, we can ask them to interpret things. They can clarify, paraphrase, translate. They can also classify things into categories. They can summarize things. They can generalize them using some abstract knowledge. They can also infer things, right? After they have understood a paragraph, they can give the inference on the paragraph. They can compare things. They can explain things in their own words. Apply, being the second level. This is where we give them an opportunity to use the knowledge that they have learned. Now they're going to use that knowledge and do and complete some tasks. Analyze. Anybody from the schools where I have been who would like to talk about analysis level now? What does analyze mean? You can raise your hand. I can give this opportunity to you rather than me talking on it. Richard, yes.
Analyzing means comparing, differentiating. Like here, it was a lemon, so how it is different from orange. Understanding the basic ingredients, the difference, the level of what can I say? Like means it's finding out the differences from other things of similar category.
Okay, okay, right. So, Richard, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Comparing, I have written it in understand also. And you are saying this could go to analyze also. What's the reason? Why are we saying two different things?
So comparing in understand means the example which the teacher quoted and understanding the points of difference and then analyzing it with something different which was not taught in the class can come in analysis part.
So if something has been taught already and you are asking them to reproduce it, mostly it will fall under understanding level of thinking. However, if it has not been taught and you want to extend students' thinking and thought process, then it will land under analysis part. Lovely. Now, in analysis, what we do is we talk about one thing from different perspectives, right? And in analysis, we raise a lot of questions and we examine the whole. We divide it into its parts, and then we see how each part is relating to each other and what impact they have on the whole. So let's say we are talking about Bloom's taxonomy today, right? In Bloom's taxonomy, if I ask you to analyze Bloom's taxonomy, you can ask questions like what it is, what does it do, what are its uses, where can I use it, what are the challenges, what are the benefits, how can I effectively, creatively plan to use it, what student data do I need to consider before I implement it. So all these questions on one simple topic, you are analyzing that topic in detail. Now, how it differentiates itself from evaluate. In analysis, we are not expecting you to write any conclusion or judgment. However, the next level, which is evaluation, that is where you have to write a judgment and a conclusion. Is analysis covered in evaluation? Yes. Do they overlap? A bit, for sure. But then evaluation is always incomplete if there is no judgment written at the end. Okay. So if you are asking your students to evaluate, make sure you also assess them at the evaluation level. The task should match the rigor. If you are asking them to analyze, make sure you ask them to solve a task which is at analysis level. If this is not happening, this balancing, you are not measuring learning, and learning is not being measured at all. So the purpose of calling Bloom's taxonomy a tool to measure learning is totally defeated, right? Will not make any sense if you are not evaluating at the level at which you are teaching. The last level is creation level. And this is the place where you give them tasks related to constructing something, designing something, building something, coming up with their own hypothesis, and then maybe, taking things ahead. So are we good till here? Can I move ahead? Yeah? Okay. Lovely. Thank you. Now, Bloom's taxonomy, the revised version, also has a knowledge dimension added to it now. So here, if you see, we see remembering, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. 6 levels. Along the 6 levels, we have knowledge dimension, and these dimensions are factual knowledge, conceptual knowledge, procedural knowledge, and metacognitive knowledge. The questions that are targeting factual knowledge only, facts, as such information which does not change. Conceptual knowledge questions target concepts, how the understanding of concepts, how they are, what they are, how they are related to each other. The procedural knowledge checks the understanding on different kinds of procedures that are involved. Let's say maybe playing a sport, doing a lab experiment, and many more such things. Metacognitive knowledge targets. I know the common answer is, what is metacognitive? Metacognition, what do we mean by this in the chat?
Thinking's own thinking.
Thinking about one's own thinking process, right? So in metacognitive knowledge part, we ask questions that are targeting this area. Now, the amazing part is, even at remembering level, I can ask you questions about factual knowledge, conceptual knowledge, procedural knowledge, and metacognitive knowledge, right? And similarly, at creation level, I can ask factual knowledge, conceptual knowledge, procedural knowledge, and metacognitive knowledge as well. Now, the question is, do I really need to master this? The answer is, it will be good if you can. Is it really important? Yes, it is. But then I'm sure you all will need some time to master it. I also took a lot of time to master, to know it. Master, I'm still mastering, right? Debates still happen. But then this, if you start using it effectively, will really help you check if the question that you are really targeting at analysis or evaluation level, do they really have that rigor? Number one. Number two, what sort of knowledge are you focusing on when you are asking this type of question at analysis or evaluation level also? Right. So a quick read for you all on what is factual knowledge, what is conceptual knowledge, what is procedural knowledge, and what is metacognitive knowledge. Take 1 minute, read through this, and then we move ahead. Give me a thumbs up as soon as you're done reading it. This is to acquaint you all with different kinds of knowledge that can be targeted. And if it is something that you have heard for the first time, it's something new, type SN in the chat. If it was new for you today. Right. If it is something new, feel free to type SN in the chat. If you have read it for the first time, and if you knew it already, you can type NA, KA, knew it already. Either way is fine. Lovely, Sneha. Great, amazing. I can see the repeated name. Yes, those who are typing KA. Good. Lovely. Thank you. Okay. Now, quick activity time. Take 2 minutes. Take 1 minute actually. And divide these action verbs into different thinking skill levels. Sort them. We have define, we have interpret, we have compare, we have contrast, classify, construct, paraphrase, design, build, argue, appraise. Take a minute, and assign the action verbs to the target thinking skill levels on the Bloom's taxonomy. Take a moment. Do this, please. And then I'll show you the answer as well. Perfect. Now it's time for me to reveal the answer. Now in the answer, you will find verbs that are much more than what I had on the slide. Okay. Compare and contrast. Sanila, you said analyze. We can also have it on understanding. We just had this discussion. Construct, design, build, create goes to creating level. I agree. Analyze, yes, goes to analysis levels. Argue, appraise can go to analyzing and evaluating depending upon what the question statement is. Lovely, wonderful answers. And majority of them are absolutely bullseye. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Perfect. Evaluating, argue, absolutely, Tina. That's absolutely correct. Remembering, understanding. Okay, great. Amazing. Amazing. Now, a quick reflection time because I have to hand in the session to others as well. Their work is also planned. Now, look at the different food items and answer the following questions. You have these questions. Now, you said we knew already about the knowledge dimension, right? And we could also talk about these questions at the beginning of the session. What fruits can you find in this image? What level does this question belong to in Bloom's taxonomy? This is, I got one answer, remembering. How would you group these items into traditional food pyramid categories? Question number two. Question number two is actually targeting level two, understanding level, because it is targeting the basic schemas about the information that we have in our heads. And lovely. Question number three. Which combination of items from this picture would you choose to build a balanced, nutritious breakfast? Applying. Yes, this is applying, not creating. I got creating as well in the chat. Applying. Question number four. Four, what level it is? Okay. And number five. Question number five. Perfect. Perfect. Question number five is not creation, it is evaluation. Those who wrote creation and analysis, this is actually evaluation. If you had to survive on a deserted island with only three items from this image, which three would be the most sustainable and why? You will have to weigh in on on different factors to choose the food. Longevity, how long can it last? Should it be wet? Should it be dry? Everything. This is evaluation. Now, great, this part is done. We could sort these questions into 6 categories, but there is one more thing that we need to do. We need to now map them according to knowledge dimension as well. Question number one, what sort of knowledge is it targeting? So this is at remembering level, we are sure about it. What sort of knowledge is question number one targeting? Factual knowledge. Question number two, I'm taking answers, I'm not saying anything. Question number two, what sort of knowledge is it targeting? Conceptual, procedural, or metacognitive? A lot of people are saying conceptual. Okay, right? Question number three. Somebody said procedural also for question number two. Question number three. Factual knowledge, okay. Conceptual knowledge, okay. What else? Procedural knowledge, okay. Okay. Question number four. यहाँ पे level 3 and 4 we are having some confusions now. Question number 4. Subject knowledge, Ritu Kumari says. Conceptual knowledge, Richa says. Question number 4. Okay, it's time to take the answers now. So question number 1 is actually targeting factual knowledge, and it is a remembering level question. What fruits can you find in this image? Question number 2. How would you group these items into traditional food pyramid categories? These are the various concepts that we have been taught. So the immediate answer the moment this question was given was raw versus cooked. No, it was plant-based and animal-based food, fruits, vegetables, dairy products. Now, these are different concepts that have been taught to us. And the moment we are presented with the question, these are the things that immediately came to our mind. Question number 3. Which combination of items from this picture would you choose to build a balanced, nutritious breakfast? Now here you had to look in for a lot of information. It was applying level, but it was targeting procedures that are there when you have to combine different foods together to come up with a nutritious diet. Now, question number 4. Those who said analysis, they were absolutely right. But then there were people who said conceptual and procedural both. Right? So question number 4 was actually the next part, which is this one. Sorting the food items by non-traditional metric. So you had to think beyond the concepts that had been taught to you. Question number 5. If you had to survive on a deserted island, we were talking about different sorts of procedures that you have to take care whenever you are being asked to survive in the deserted island. Question number 6 is again procedural. However, you will notice there are question marks on metacognitive levels for remembering, understanding, and applying. Why do you think this happens? Can we not ask questions at these levels? Or can we? Now, this is your homework. You know the picture? You know the picture? You know the question? Take a screenshot. I'll give you food for thought. Okay? I'll give you food for thought. Look at the picture of the on the slide for 10 seconds. Try and memorize everything that you can from this picture. Look at this picture for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. In the chat, write as many items as you can recall. Hmm. 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 Eggs, काफी बारी आ रहे हैं. Avocado is there, burger was there, watermelon was there, meat. Okay, now I think we have the answer now. Now, if stop writing in the chat. We are done with that part. Stop writing. Great. Now, if I ask you to give me the names of strategies that you used to memorize the information from the picture, what would you write in the chat? How did you memorize these names? So quickly in 10 seconds. Visual. Okay. Color. Lovely. What else? Color again, visualizing. Okay, great. Recalling the words, liquids, texture, usage of meaning. Lovely. Shapes. Now, if I ask somebody, write to me the strategies that you used to memorize this information. They're simply recalling the names of the strategies that they already know. I am asking factual question at remembering level. Sorry, a metacognitive question at remembering level. I'm seeking metacognitive answer at remembering level. You already know how they think about it, how they thought about it. I'm just asking them to give me the names of the processes that they used. So this is how we build on using metacognitive levels across the stages. Now, I would request you all to take a picture of this slide, think about it, come up with your answers, and if possible, if you're meeting next week, why not? We can take those answers up as well. Okay? Which meanwhile, we'll keep interacting and we will keep on talking to each other. So this brings us to the end of today's session on Bloom's taxonomy. And now I can stop sharing my screen also. So those who know it, C or CC in the chat. CC. Those who don't know it, C means clear, CC means crystal clear. This is an acronym that we created during the recent school visits. Lovely, amazing. Thank you so much. Feel free to share any questions, any doubts that you might have on this, and I'm sure we will definitely be able to answer it. Amazing. And thank you so much for being so participative and replying to every question in the chat. It is really overwhelming, though your cameras are off, and I'm like talking to laptops rather than people. Could I request you to turn them on, at least for now? Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. So I'll hand it over to Swarali now. Swarali, over to you,
Yeah.
and you can start your presentation on PD cell activities.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for this insightful session. I'm sure the discussion helped all of us revisit the key concepts of Bloom taxonomy and reflect on how we can continue to apply them effectively in our classrooms. Thank you so much
Thank
once
you.
again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, now I am presenting my screen.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Swarali ma'am, can I speak to Robinson for a second?
Okay,
This
yes,
is
sure.
Shweta. I'm sorry, sir. I was just looking at my daughter's Canva presentation and was talking to her, and my mic was on. So I didn't
I
realize that
know.
the other person
We did not judge
coordinated me.
you.
I'm so sorry,
We
sir.
did, Shweta, we did not judge you. Don't worry, it happens. I know there are a lot of things happening simultaneously.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't worry.
No, so I just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying that. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now I would like to briefly share the focus areas of professional development cell for the academic year 26-27. I'll not take your much time because Shikha ma'am also share with us something. So now, this is our CBSE training theme for the year 26-27, computational thinking and AI. Most of you are aware about it. CBSE ने अपना थीम हमें शेयर किया है और उसका दो पार्ट है, which is computational thinking and AI. So computational thinking के अंदर आता है problem solving, pattern recognition, logical thinking, and AI means all aspects of AI. Its uses, productivity, its safe uses, our responsibility while using it, everything. Now, as a PD cell, we will try to incorporate these themes into our training programs and learning opportunities throughout the year. We'll try our best to incorporate both the themes. Now, let me briefly explain the professional development hour requirements. For the teacher, the expected target is 60 hours of professional development during the academic year. Yes, academic year from March to April, not from January to December. Please note, from March to April, you have to complete your 60 hours of professional development. Now, how we divide these 60 hours? 25 hours CPSC trainings and 35 hours are in-house sessions, PD cell sessions. PD cell session includes our subject meets, our monthly meetings like our LE meet, CCT meet. Yes, April to March. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for correcting me. April to March, our academic year from April to March. So 35 hours divided into 3 categories, which is in-house sessions, जो भी अभी स्कूल में हुए होंगे आपके induction sessions में. That all includes your in-house session. In-house means school में जो हो रहा है वही. Then PD cell session includes subject meets, monthly meets, and this CC Fridays. Also our capsules, which we are going to start from July. Different capsules will be introduced to you all. Then others. Others means जो भी private organization से आप कोई भी training करोगे, include Senta, British Council हो गया, Coursera हो गया, Google हो गया, Canva हो गया, अपना Equanimity Learning हो गया, ये सारा आएगा others के अंडर, जो आएगा हमारे 35 hours के अंडर आएगा. Now this 25 credits of CBSE, which is mandatory to all of you to do, HRDC comes under 35 hours, not CBSE. सो 35 आवर्स में आपको क्या करना है? दीक्षा सेशंस करने हैं, निष्ठा सेशंस, स्वयं सेशंस जो आपको शेयर किए जाते हैं ट्रेनिंग कैलेंडर में, देन एनसीईआरटी वेबिनार्स, सीबीएसई वेबिनार्स, सीबीएसई रेसिडेंशियल सेशंस. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच यू हैव टू डू during this academic year, and you have to complete this target of 25 hours by CBSE. Now, how are we going to, keep track on it? Uske liye, I would like to invite Shikha ma'am. Shikha ma'am, please guide us to the readiness model and present the process of updating training records correctly. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Surali. Jai Hind, Namaste, good evening to everybody. Let me please allow me 2 minutes to share my screen.
And I want you all to, focus it and please देखो एक बार कि कैसे अपडेट करना है, because this is important, because in the year end we are going to take data from EduNext only. अगर वहीं पे आप लोग ठीक से डेटा एंटर नहीं करोगे तो ऑफ कोर्स ईयर एंड में प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. सो इट्स important to focus. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is your teacher dashboard. Okay. Even you might see the same view on your screen when you're opening EduNext. If you want, you can do with me. On the extreme left-hand side, under teacher dashboard, on the extreme left-hand side, we have the option as you come down, you have the option of trainings. Teacher training. I'll repeat. On teacher dashboard, extreme left-hand side corner, we have the option of teacher training. When I click on teacher training, such screen gets open on your desktop, from where you can add the trainings that you have done. Once you click on add training, it's a green color button. When you click on add training, automatically the academic year gets selected. Here is the name of the trainer, certification category, organization name, and for the remaining option. We'll go on each option one by one. Name of the trainer, so the one who has conducted the training for you. So the name you'll put over here. Select certification category. Was it self-sponsored, school-sponsored, or joint-sponsored? Accordingly, you'll be selecting the option. Organization name, here you'll get 4 options: CBSE, in-house sessions, PD cell sessions, and other. So whatever Surali ma'am has just not discussed, based on that, you'll be selecting the sessions from here, organization name from here. So for example, agar wo CBSE hai, click on CBSE. Automatically, the organization address will pop up. It will be auto-filled. Next to it, you have mode of training, whether it is online or offline. Training course name, a list of course name is mentioned. So whatever is applicable for you, you'll select the name from here. Topic of that particular training, what was the topic of that training, we'll mention the name here. Training cost is not mandatory, so you'll keep it blank. You'll put a date, from which date till which date. So for example, if it is CBSE Diksha training, which is self-paced training hai, और अगर आपने आज start किया and you are doing it for next 5 days, so accordingly from date to date, you'll be selecting it over here. Training hours, how many hours you have dedicated for that particular training, you'll put here. Training points is by default, it gets auto-filled. This is very important point. It is attachment. If you have done with the training, you receive a certificate for the particular training. You need to attach it over here. If the certificate is not attached, training points will not be considered. So to make sure that you are attaching the certificate for all those trainings wherever certificate is being given to you. Once this is done, come down, you have learning objectives and learning outcomes. You can, again, it is not compulsory, but it is always good to mention the objective and the outcome that you have learned from that particular training that you have attended. Once this is done, you click on save. Once you click on save, the data gets saved in the backend and is being monitored very keenly. You have to make an habit whenever you are attending a training, make sure that you fill this small form immediately on the same day. If you lag it, इसको अगर आप lag करोगे, again it gets piled up and it there's a chance of missing out on a lot of trainings, because last time we have observed from a lot of teachers we get this thing that we have missed adding this particular training, or we don't remember whether we have done this training or not. So best practice is, अगर आज आपने वो training किया है, make sure that you put it on EduNext. It just take 2 to 3 minutes. Same thing is also available on your mobile phone. You can log in from there also, and you can update the training details by logging it to your ERP from the mobile phone. Okay, so this is the way you need to update the training dashboard, training calendar right from your teacher dashboard. Any doubt or difficulty? Yes.
Thank you, Shikha ma'am, Surali ma'am. I have two queries. First query is regarding Scrum Meets. I don't know trainer's name. I think Aarti ma'am or Surali ma'am can guide me. So far I write Aarti ma'am's name because we 2-3 teachers do this Scrum meeting. Second query is I want understanding from you. जब हम ये log we update the log. So do we have any facility to know, like sometime I do it for yes ma'am, Aarti ma'am, thank you ma'am. Sometime when I update my Scrum Meets or any meeting, so next time when I do it, I want to know whether I had done that or not. So mainness regarding the date, like is my doubt clear for
Yeah.
that?
You're talking about creation date, right?
So my doubt
Yeah,
is
it's
sometime वो
visible.
double ना हो जाना चाहिए. For that confirmation I need कि मैंने वो date को किया था, या for that there is a query.
That
Just
thing
for
is available, ma'am. जिस दिन आपने वो particular entry किया है EduNext पे, वो date आपको अभी show हो रहा है. अगर आज आप अपना CC Friday अपडेट करोगे, CC Friday episode 127, तो कल जब आप देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा creation date was 12th June 2026.
Yes, it is visible.
okay. For me,
Yes, you
because I
say-
have tried, even
It's
I have.
working, ma'am. It's working, ma'am.
Yeah,
It's working. When we select the training course name, automatically subject will come
Yes.
in this time.
It is visible. See, I've also saved it, and you can see on the screen. Creation
Yes,
date-
it's visible. Yeah.
Ma'am,
First,
I'll
it was
try
only
to-
visible to admin.
Yeah, I'll also check because many times I have done. That's why I'm asking. I've asked to others also. I think Swarali ma'am एक बार मैंने पहले भी I've
हाँ,
inquired.
इसीलिए मुझे याद आया कि
हाँ,
आपने
so
पूछा.
I'll see if it is done, updated, no problem. It's open. I'll just check and thank you for that. I'll
Yes,
check it. And
it's available. Yes.
This
It's
update
available.
is made just now when there was a request from the teachers regarding this. So we have spoken to EduNext team and we have got this updated.
Then thank
Yes.
you for that. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Sabrina ma'am.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Swali ma'am, I just wanted to ask and request if we can get an option to edit it. Because sometimes, you miss out on one or the other thing, or sometimes it happens that, in a flow, you just save it and you forget to attach the file, or you forget to attach the document. So if we can get an option to edit it.
So Sabrina ma'am, I think you
No,
can
ma'am.
see this option. I can. Is it visible for others also? This blue color icon.
No.
Yes.
Yes, we can edit, Shikha ma'am, using that.
Okay. So then we can do it.
Okay, because till last year we were not able to. For this also, I think
Like
so. We've spoken to
update your
Swarali ma'am.
EduNext, update.
All right,
update
all
the
right.
App.
Here it was not available.
Yeah. Update.
Yes, yes,
update
ma'am.
your app.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Rifat ma'am, please.
Good evening to all. Actually, I have already informed Ashwini ma'am also and Swarali ma'am also that there is no option of other trainings, as sometimes we don't get the trainings that we have done on the list. So,
that's
is there
why
any option of other?
See, ma'am, it's there. Other.
No, they can select other
Okay,
there,
earlier
but
it
they
was
cannot select topic name or training name. Yeah.
Yes.
For that you need to mail me. मुझे mail करो, मैं 2 मिनट या 5 मिनट के अंदर उसको ऐड कर देती हूँ EduNext पे. I think ये चैलेंज किसी ने अभी तक फेस नहीं किया है.
नहीं ma'am.
Yes, inform me.
I
Yes.
have informed you about it earlier.
या प्लीज मेल मी, अगर छूट गया होगा ठीक है, बट inform me, I'll immediately add it, then you can edit it.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
under the organization name, others.
No, ma'am. Training name.
हाँ,
Training name. Other training. The listed. Other than the list.
yes, yes. उसका topic, duration, learning objective, your certificate, please mail it to me, then I'll add it in the backend data.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Now I'm just, as it's 6 already, you can see feedback form in the chat box. Now those who have questions, they can stay, others can leave. Thank you so much for joining in, and special thanks to Robin sir and Shikha ma'am for, coming and taking this session, for explaining it very effectively to our teachers. Thank you so much. Please give us your feedback. It will really help us.
Swarali ma'am, I have attended attentively.
Thank you so much, Monica ma'am.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Namaste Swarali ma'am. I'm Kanya here. I would like to talk to you, ma'am.
Yes, please stay, ma'am. We'll discuss you. I know your discussion points.
Thank you. Yes.
Art training program, I know.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, please give us your feedback. And thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for attending the session.
Swarali ma'am,
Yes, Manisha ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, actually in February we had a 6-week Firki India program called Fit Coding. And
Yes.
we've not added that in the last year's training, this thing. So what do we do? Because it was before April. We completed that in March. The certificate is also,
it is
Manisha
added.
ma'am, it is there.
It is added. It is
Manisha
added.
ma'am, it is there. Fit code app is there. I added it.
Matlab we can add this
Yes,
year's
we
in
can.
this year's.
Yes.
And how many
Please
points
add.
do we give, ma'am?
25.
Okay. So when
It
we
is
are
added
selecting-
already.
Okay.
Search by its name only, its course name, जो proper name आपको गया था, वही name search करो, आपको मिल जाएगा. And it comes under organization category others. उसके लिए आप CBSE choose नहीं करोगे, उसके लिए आप PDCL choose नहीं करोगे, उसके लिए आप in-house session choose नहीं करोगे, उसके लिए आप others choose करोगे.
Okay,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
it is Fit code app. The name was
Yes.
Fit code app.
Yeah, Fit code app.
It's done.
Yeah, thank
Swarali
you,
ma'am, a very short inquiry. What had happened? I have completed some courses on Diksha. One is there, which I uploaded with the certificate. 45 points are there. One more is there, which was of 40 hours, and it has assessment also. I got the certificate, but that name is not reflected under CBSE and Diksha. I'll mail it to you. I have already mailed a sheet to you in which I have uploaded many courses which I completed during the vacation. So can we do one thing? Can we do one thing? Per campus, if we can float one sheet in which teachers can enter the name if they are doing something and they are not able to find on EduNext. That will be
नहीं मैम,
updated.
ऐसे क्या हो जाएगा, बहुत सारी शीट्स वैसे भी टीचर्स यूज कर रही है. They are already using so many things. They are already doing so many things. It's
So we
better
should
let them
personally
do.
mail you.
Yes.
Okay.
Let them take the accountability of everything.
Okay, sure. That is easy. Yeah. Thank you. That was it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Swarali
Thank
ma'am,
you, thank you.
today's episode is also mentioned
127. Yeah, it's you can search PDCell session -CC Friday episode 127.
Okay.
For the today's session, you need to select organization name PDCell session.
Okay.
Credits are already allotted. Duration is already entered. Trainer name is already entered. Date is already entered from backend. I already did this for you. You only need to, enter other things, academic year, and only need to save. Click on the save button.
Swarali ma'am, Jai Hind. This is
Yes.
Tejal Patil. Ma'am,
Yes,
actually,
Jai Hind.
I had completed a capsule named like Google for Education, Empowering Modern Education Landscape with Google Workspace and AI.